Have you ever wanted to feel a part of an elite squad set in the Star Wars universe? Take part in major missions to help fight in the Clone Wars, personally taking charge with your special ops unit? And who even are you? Well, you're RC-1138, also known as Boss, and this is Star Wars Republic Commando. Star Wars Republic Commando was one of those games that you got a taste of when you saw your dad play Knights of the Old Republic and discovered that the game itself had demos. One of them being Republic Commando. Now as an adult you can play the game in all of its glorified glorious glory on the PS4 and Switch with this enhanced port. No, I've never played the game. I've only played the hell out of the demo back in 2003 on the original Xbox. But even that demo was just enough for me to never forget the name. Now the year's 2021 and I've led an elite squad into the battlefield as their commander. Republic Commando is a single player tactical first person shooter where you take charge of your team known as Delta Squad and you lead the three commandos that go by the name of Scorch, Sev, and Fixer. During your battles you'll be the one to tell your squad mates what their orders are, but each commando has their own preferences in weapons and skill trees.
Delta 40. Your foundation, a pure and uncomplicated soldier. 6-2, the heart and soul of your team. And 07, the fiercest hunter of all your brothers. You are each a piece of a whole
These
person.
three are all led by you, Boss, who could be the most advanced soldier there is. Or you could be retarded. Being as it is as a first-person shooter, I have to say that this game picked up fits like a glove to any Star Wars fan. Not only from the first few scenes to get you up to speed in what's going on and your purpose, but when you have a game that has a helmet animation for you donning the suit, you know you're gonna have a hell of a time. The visual HUD represents what the commandos would most likely see behind their helmets, giving you the taste of the technology that they would be taking into the battlefield. And if you don't like seeing the HUD of the helmet, then you always have the option to turn it off. Then again, I love those aesthetics in games, especially if they're done right. The controls can take a little time getting used to, and that's because this game has weight to it. Meaning you can feel the weight of your character, especially when you're making your way towards an objective down a long pathway. There are times where you feel exactly the speed that you should be, and others you feel like you're carrying your entire weight of the team right on your back. Okay, maybe not all the time, but there are a lot of times where you feel more like a recruit than you do the leader. They will leave you behind and make you catch up with them. Sometimes this can be slightly annoying, especially when you want to look around and they're already ahead in a firefight. But the upside to this though, is that you never feel like you're not a team. Never once did I feel as though I was on my own when I was with the crew. When you do take command, you can set your team up in some devastating positions. Have Sev cover your back from a distance with a sniper. If you need to take some heat to those clankers, Scorch is the one you want to have shower with ballistics. Fixer's there for cleanup with his blaster, and you have a slightly wider array of weapons. Issued the DC-17M interchangeable weapon system, this beast can be upgraded to fix a sniper rifle or its even own grenade launcher. Also, if they get a little too close and personal, you're carrying a retractable blade. Watch out though, because you might get a little bit of blood or oil on your visor. These aren't really the only weapons you'll come across though. You can pick up a beam weapon, a rocket launcher, a particle ray gun, particle repeater, an SMG, a shotgun, even go on the furry side and get yourself a Wookiee bowcaster. You can only carry one of these special guns alongside your DC-17, and if you run out of ammo, you have never-ending ammo with your trusty DC-15 sidearm blaster. They do require a recharge though, so don't go shooting willy-nilly. The enemies that you come across all reside in the Star Wars universe, such as the battle droids, the Trandoshians, and Genosians. Genosians, that's how you say it. These are the best representation of what a super battle droid was made for. Tough as hell, not even your base DC-17 could barely put a dent in them. They need more of a heavy approach. Now the story. If you're expecting huge major writing with character developments and twists and turns throughout the experience, calm down. This is back in the early 2000s where games were actually just games. No, the story doesn't play such a huge major role. I mean, yeah, you do missions that range from an assassination to destroying a huge separatist destroyer. but the main feel for the game is the banter between each of the characters.
I see it. A Trade Federation battleship.
Yeah, not even you can see into hyperspace, Sev.
No, it's on the edge of the system. Take a look.
Oh, blast. 6-2, aiding Sev. Again.
Must survive. Highest priority.
It would be easier if he backed down a little.
Never argue with a
They
rookie.
pull out one-liners, chastise each other, or even make jokes about one another. This is where the experience comes from. And you'll hear all of this during your time going from point A to B. This game's biggest issue is the linear level design. To me, it's not too bad. Nothing to write home about, but I could see why it could become bothersome to most. I mean, there isn't really anything to search for and explore, but you get 3 great levels that stand out the most. Well, what more can I say about the game? It's a classic. It's a game that has earned its place alongside the other great Star Wars games in my opinion. It's fun and the experience is where it's at for a game of this stature. If you love Star Wars, this is a game you should play, especially if you want to break from being a Jedi and go more into the all-out warfare soldier side. For Star Wars fans such as myself, I would give this game a 7 out of 10. It's for the controls and the ideas surrounding the game. You can almost just feel the love with the sounds, the music, the characters, and the atmosphere. Where it does lack is the linear level design, and the almost small, insignificant story knowing that even though you're the best squad, you only play a small role in the war. But that's the experience of being a clone. You're almost expendable. Anyway, that's all for today, and I would like to thank you for watching, and I hope you all have a great day. Until next time I see you, survive. Bye.